Introduction of the Light Eaters book summary. Imagine if the plants in your home have a hidden world of feelings and messages that we can barely glimpse. What if a fern could remember a lullaby it heard years ago or respond to a sudden touch with a tiny electrical pulse? This summary will open your eyes to the strange unseen life pulsing through every leaf and stem. First, you'll learn about a controversial idea from 1973 that set off waves of excitement and anger. The claim was simple yet shocking. Plants can feel emotions, prefer classical music to rock, and even experience a form of pain. While millions of people tried serenading their ferns, scientists pushed back, calling the evidence shaky and the methods more storytelling than solid science. Next, we dive into how plant consciousness was pushed to the sidelines for decades. Researchers focused on things they could measure clearly, like growth rates, chemical signals, and plant structure. But now, fresh experiments are bringing these old questions back into the lab. You'll hear about electric bursts in plant cells that look a lot like tiny neuron signals and chemicals that travel like secret notes underground. Then we'll explore the latest work in plant neurobiology and communication. You'll discover how some plants remember past stresses, like cold snaps or insect attacks, and react faster the second time around. You'll also learn how plants send warnings to their neighbors through root networks and fungal highways, basically building an underground internet that keeps entire forests in touch. Along the way, we'll talk about the science behind these discoveries, real measurements, careful experiments, and big questions about what it means to be aware. What counts as consciousness when there's no brain? How do you test for feelings in living things so different from us? These ideas will challenge everything you thought you knew about green life. By the end, you'll see why plant awareness isn't a fairy tale but a field exploding with promise. Get ready to rethink the world outside your window in a whole new way. Listen till the end of the book summary. This video, including its audio and script, is protected by copyright. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or piracy is strictly prohibited and may result in legal action. Welcome to Nature and Environment English Book Summary, Episode 5. In this episode, we'll explore 2024 published book The Light Eaters, written by Zoë Schlanger. The full title of the book is The Light Eaters, How the Unseen World of Plant Intelligence Offers a New Understanding of Life on Earth. Chapter 1 of The Light Eaters book summary. Hidden Signals. Could leaves turn deadly? In 1985, wildlife nutritionist Wouter van Hoven faced a strange mystery. Thousands of kudu antelopes dropped dead on game ranches in Transvaal. These animals are known for their spiral horns and white body stripes, yet their bodies lay everywhere Van Hoven looked. He spent weeks gathering samples. First, he saw it had been a very dry winter. The grass was dead and brown, so the kudu ate mostly acacia leaves. That alone was not odd. Acacia is normal food for them. But then he found something else. Their stomachs held a lethal dose of tannins. Tannins make leaves taste bitter. Acacia trees raise tannin levels when they are eaten. This is a natural defense. But with nothing else to eat, the kudu kept eating. And the trees kept pumping up the poison. Even more, when a tree was hurt, it released tiny pheromones. These signals told its neighbors to boost tannins too. Van Hoven realized this was a coordinated poisoning. The plants had teamed up to protect themselves. Plants may look helpless, but they hide smart tricks. Biologist Rick Carbon showed how they really talk. When a plant is attacked by insects, it sends out a gas. This gas is called a volatile organic compound, or VOC. Nearby plants hear the warning in the air. They then make their own chemicals to stay safe. Carbon's work with sage bushes revealed even more. Sage sends sharper warnings to close relatives first. If the threat grows, they switch to a general alert. Then the whole community gets the message. These stories unveil a hidden battle. Plants use chemistry to fight back. They share information. They protect their own kind. And they adapt in ways we are only beginning to understand. This book will show us even more secrets of how plants guard themselves and thrive in a risky world. Chapter 2 of The Light Eaters book summary. Green Sparks. Have you ever thought that leaves could carry electric signals? Plants do not have brains, but they use electricity. They make action potentials. These are tiny electric pulses. The Venus flytrap shows us how. When an insect brushes its trigger hairs twice fast, the trap snaps shut. This happens because of an action potential. This pulse moves through the plant via ions. It moves fast across many cells. The flytrap also reacts to anesthetics. When exposed to diethyl ether, its electrical signals stop. The trap does not close. It is like the plant is asleep. But plants have no central nervous system. They have no brain. So they process touch in a different way. Scientists like Simon Gilroy and Shuhei Toyota study this. They used a gene from glowing jellyfish. Now they can see the electrical signals. When a leaf is hurt, a wave of light ripples outward. This light shows an electric wave. It also sets off defense chemicals in the plant. That means plants can launch complex counterattacks. These researchers also found that electrical signals depend on the plant's energy level and the weather. The signals mix with chemical messages. This network matches what is happening outside with the plant's own needs. In short, plants might know more about their world than we think. So next time you brush past a bush or step on grass, imagine hidden waves rushing through leaves. Think of plants as living networks. They sense, they signal, they respond, all without a brain. This book will show you the electric secrets of plants. It will change how you see the green world. Stay tuned to learn more of these surprising plant powers. Chapter 3 of the Light Eaters book summary. Silent listeners. If a tree falls, does it hear the crash? Plants have no ears, but they do sense sound. They pick up tiny vibrations all around them. Rex Cockcroft used Arabidopsis, a small flowering plant, to test this. He played recordings of caterpillars munching on leaves. The plants heard the feeding buzz. They then made more mustard oils. These oils taste bad to bugs. The plants did not react this way to wind or bird songs. They only responded to the right vibrations. Cockcroft teamed up with Heidi Appel to dig deeper. They found that these sound signals prime the plant. The plants get ready before bugs bite. When a real caterpillar shows up, the plants make their defenses faster. It is like an early warning system. The sound prepares them. Sound sensing is not only about danger. Laila Khadani studied evening primrose flowers. She found that the buzz of honeybee wings makes the flowers produce sweeter nectar. The flowers seem to hear the bees. Their petals act like tiny ears. When the flower shape is altered, the sound does not carry well. The nectar stays less sweet. These experiments show plants live in a world of sound. They use it to fight off threats and to invite friends. They even evolve parts that catch the right buzz. So no, your houseplant might not care about your music. But in the wild, plants have tuned in to the sounds that matter. Stay with this book to learn more about the secret lives of plants. Keep watching to uncover more secrets hidden in leaves and roots. Chapter 4 of the Light Eaters book summary. Plant memories. Have you ever wondered if plants can remember? They do not have a brain, yet they can store past experiences. František Beluska studies this. He looks at plant root tips. These tips act like tiny sensing centers. When roots hit a barrier, they learn. They change their growth next time. Beluska's team put roots in tough soil. Then they moved the plants and tried again. The roots met the same challenge. This time they adapted faster. They used electrical and chemical signals. These signals reshape cells. They store a memory of what happened before. A striking example is Mimosa pudica. This plant folds its leaves when touched. Stefano Mancuso dropped these plants gently. At first they closed every time. They did this again and again. After a while they stopped folding. They learned the drop was not harmful. This shows a form of learning in plants. It is called habituation. The plants change behavior based on experience. Plants also remember stress from drought. When rain returns, they keep a record of the dry spell. If drought comes again, they respond faster. They adjust water-saving systems right away. This memory boosts their survival. Behind these tricks are simple molecules. Calcium ions carry signals inside cells. Reactive oxygen species add to the message. Phytohormones link past events to future action. Together, they form a feedback loop. Past experiences shape what the plant does next. Thanks to Beluska and Mancuso, we see that plants are more than passive green. They learn, they adapt, they grow wiser with each challenge. This book will reveal more of these amazing stories. Keep watching to uncover the next secret of plant intelligence. Chapter 5 of the Light Eaters book summary. Silent Dialogues. Can a vine smell its dinner? The parasitic plant Cuscuta or dodder cannot make its own food. It must find a host fast. Consuelo de Moraes found that dodder can sniff out its targets. It detects volatile organic compounds or VOCs. These scents guide dodder to the right plant. It then attaches and feeds to survive. Plants talk to their helpers too. They use scents to call pollinators. Bees, butterflies and bats all get special messages. Each plant sends scents matched to its friend. This helps flowers fill with pollen and fruit. The talks go both ways. Honeybees bite plant leaves when they are hungry. The leaves give no food, but this bite tells the plant to speed up flowering. Plants open blooms faster. They help bees find nectar again. This keeps both healthy in hard times. It is not all friends and flowers. Plants also call for bodyguards. When bugs attack, some plants send out VOCs that attract parasitic wasps. The wasps hunt the bugs and save the plant. This book shows many of these secret signals. Plants are not silent. They chat with their world all the time. They find food, call for pollinators, and ask for help. And they do it all with chemistry in the air. This book is reveal more hidden talks. Keep hear what plants say next. Stay tuned to learn how roots and leaves share secrets underground. You might be surprised by what they whisper. Conclusion of the Light Eaters book summary. Final thoughts. In this summary of The Light Eaters by Zoë Schlanger, you discovered that plants are more than green backdrops. You saw how Rick Carbon, Simon Gilroy, and Consuelo de Moraes revealed electric messages in leaves and chemical calls between species. You learned that plants defend themselves, remember past stresses, and even warn their neighbors. You saw examples like the Venus flytrap's snap, Arabidopsis tuning its oils to bug sounds, and dodder finding its host by scent. This new view shows that plants have a simple kind of intelligence. They use signals in soil, air, and light to survive. Knowing this helps us value and protect plant life. Protecting forests, gardens, and fields means saving these hidden conversations for the future. Next time you walk in a park, think about all the secret talks below your feet and above your head. Thanks for watching this book summary. Share your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned. Listen the other book summary. Disclaimer, please check the description. Any digital copy of this content that is shared through piracy or downloaded without permission or uploaded on any online social media platform will be considered a clear violation of copyright law. Piracy is a serious offense and strict legal action will be taken against it. Additionally, copyright infringement may result in a strike against your YouTube channel or page, and it could even be deleted. Therefore, please do not engage in piracy or support it. This content has been created based on the references from the mentioned book. However, it may contain some unintentional errors or inconsistencies due to human or mechanical mistakes. If you notice any mistakes or inconsistencies, please accept our apologies and inform us through a comment or message. If you enjoy this book summary and wish to gain complete knowledge of the book, then please consider purchasing the book from an online or offline bookstore and reading it. Thank you.